Hello everyone, this is Husker Eurocat welcoming you back to the San Francisco franchise here on Madden Football. Today the 49ers invite their former rivals from across the bay, the Las Vegas Raiders, to Levi Stadium. The Raiders offense, now that Derek Carr is in Cleveland due to free agency, is now led by veteran quarterback Sam Bradford, now in his 11th season in the NFL. Not far behind him is the Raiders' number 1 draft pick, though, Jake Cooks, out of Memphis. And I think it's going to be real fascinating to see how long Bradford hangs on to that starting role with such an outstanding talent nipping at his heels. The Raiders find themselves at 5-2 on the season and at the top of the AFC West, followed very closely by the Broncos and Chargers, who also are vying for the top spot in that division. So obviously, they need a win to stay there. The strength of this team, though, is the defense. They have the 3rd-ranked rushing defense. That doesn't bode well for the Niners' 24th-ranked rushing offense. Passing may be tough as well because cornerback Travis Carey is the lowest-rated secondary starter at 87 overall. The rest are in the 90s. This looks to be a big test for the San Francisco offense. Both teams appear to be ready for the kickoff, so let's join them on the field as the 49ers take on the Raiders in an annual rivalry matchup here on the Football Freaks Sports Network. The 49ers received the opening kickoff. Garoppolo sends McKinnon in motion, drops back, and is sacked. Mario Edwards Jr. getting him for a 14-yard loss. Now the pass goes out to Lester Jordan past the 20-yard line. Bringing up 3rd and 12, Garoppolo backpedaling, throws an interception. Garyon Conley makes the grab and is back inside 49er territory. Garoppolo certainly is not starting out this game on a good note, and that interception has to be the last of the game. Now the Raiders starting at the 46. It's complete to Equanimeous St. Brown inside the 30-yard line. Bradford again throwing incomplete, throwing it into the turf. Carlos Hyde takes it to the right for a 3-yard pickup. 3rd and 7. Bradford complete to Cordero Patterson for the first down. Now at the 11-yard line. Richard gets the call up the middle. He gets 7 yards. Carlos Hyde is stopped before he gets to the first down marker. That brings out Stanley Boren, and he drives a 3-pointer through from 28 yards. And the Raiders take the early lead. Javonte Dean takes it out of the end zone and is tackled at the 16. Again, the 49ers start deep in their own territory. McKinnon takes it to the 20-yard line. Garoppolo throws long, and it's complete to Lester Jordan at the 40-yard line of the Raiders. Washington gets the call, and he's inside the 35. 2nd and 4. The pitch out goes to McKinnon around the left side, and he has the first down inside the 30. McKinnon again up the middle, and he's inside the red zone, tackled at about the 18. McKinnon again, and he has the first down. Some tough running down to the 10. Out of the I formation. Garoppolo goes right all alone to George Kittle for the touchdown. This looks like a completely different team than the first series. And George Kittle catches that one all alone on the right side and into the end zone for the score. 7-3, and the 49ers take the lead. Bradford back to pass, completes it to St. Brown for a short gain. 3rd and 5 now. The ball pitched back to Carlos Hyde. He has the first down, stiff arms his way past the 35. That brings us to the end of the first quarter here at Levi Stadium with the 49ers in the lead 7-3. The Raiders. Bradford over the middle to Kirk, and it's complete. 2nd and 3. Hyde goes up the middle, has the first down. It is into 49er territory at the 46. Bradford back to pass, throws long. It's complete. St. Brown has it at the 12-yard line. Richard takes it to the left and is tackled in the backfield by Akello Witherspoon. Bradford back to pass, and that one is just about intercepted by Prince Amukamara. A 31-yard field goal by Boren puts the score at 7-6. Now with the kickoff, the 49ers need to respond. From the 32-yard line, McKinnon on the fake. The pass goes long and is complete to Jordan at the 20. Way to stay with that ball in midair. An excellent catch. McKinnon to the right side has a 7-yard gain. 3rd and 3. Now to the left. And he has the touchdown. Where did this run game of the 49ers come from? Jerick McKinnon seems to be unstoppable in this game. So far, he's been running over a defense in the Raiders that should be able to stop up the run. An 11-yard run makes it 14-6. Now the Raiders. Now from the 24, Carlos Hyde with a big gain around the left side, out past the 40-yard line. Bradford is sacked. Christopher Edwards making the tackle in the backfield. Bradford throws to St. Brown. He has a nice gain out the 49, setting up a 3rd and 3. Bradford to Andrews for the first down over the middle. Now in 49er territory at the 45. The ball is intercepted. Navarro Bowman making the grab, jumping in front of rookie wideout Christian Kirk, and he brings an abrupt end to the Raiders' drive. Now the 49ers have the ball at their own 42. 2:05 left in the first half. McKinnon goes up the middle for a short gain, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 3 now. McKinnon on the counter play to the left, has the first down inside Raider territory at the 39. Garoppolo heading right, throws, and that one is incomplete to Kenny Bell. David Amerson with the big hit. And that one's complete out of the backfield to Jerick McKinnon for the first down. Garoppolo throws, complete down to the 6. George Kittle on the reception. McKinnon takes it to the right and is in the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. The Raider defenders were just sealed off perfectly. Matthews on one side, Kittle on the other side, and through the middle goes Jerick McKinnon. 21-6, the 49ers take a commanding lead, bringing us to halftime. Now let's go to Eurocat Baby for some thoughts. And did you happen to ask Coach Shanahan what is going on with the 49er run game?
I did, Husker, and he hesitated a little. I think he had to ponder over the answer like it was a national secret or something. Fortunately, he responded with letting me know that incorporating some motion and getting blockers in the right position has helped tremendously with the run game. He said, "The thing is, we need to keep it up and hope that the opposition doesn't make the adjustments that are needed to counteract our adjustments." He sounded optimistic and said it seemed to be working very well. Now, Coach Gruden said that his Raiders are getting beat in the trenches on most every play. They started out with a good play with a sack in the beginning, but that quickly changed. He told me that his goal is to make some adjustments to both the offensive and defensive lines to make up for both the rushing and passing attacks of San Francisco. In the end, he told me that they have to start putting some points on the board or this could be uglier than it already is.
Thank you for those comments, and whatever is working for the 49er run game, all I know is it's taking a lot of pressure off Garoppolo, and let's hope that this continues in the second half. We'll be back with that action in a moment. Welcome back to Levi Stadium on Thursday Night Football for our continued coverage of the Raiders and the 49ers. The talk of the first half has been the success of the 49er running game, and now let's find out if the Raiders have an answer for it. From the 23 out of the I formation, Bradford drops back short, and it is almost intercepted by Ross Cockrell. 2nd and 10, Carlos Hyde, spin move, and he's out to the 30. Now on 3rd down, can the Raiders convert? No, Akello Witherspoon just about intercepted that one. Garoppolo now drops back, throws over the middle to George Kittle. He has the first down out to the 42. The throw this time out of the backfield to McKinnon, and he has a first down and lots more into Raider territory. Now running to the right, has a first down all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Garoppolo drops back, throws, it's complete in the end zone to Kenny Bell. Looking at it on the Jumbotron, once Bell made that cut, Jamarcus King just couldn't recover from it. And now the score is 28-6. The Raiders have a long way to come back. Bradford throws, and this one is complete out to Clive Walford. First down for the Raiders, and back to pass again over the middle to Seth Roberts. 3rd and 5. Bradford gives off to Carlos Hyde up the middle, and he cannot make the sticks. Now back in the hands of the 49ers. Washington gets clobbered in the backfield. 3rd and 14. And that one is complete to Bryce Butler. The star of last week's game catches it over the middle. Garoppolo throws again to McKinnon. He stepped out of bounds, or he could possibly still be running. The pass complete to Matthews. How did Garoppolo ever complete that pass? That brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. The 49ers comfortably on top in this one. McKinnon out to the right, and he gets tackled in the backfield. Jordan makes the grab at the 16. Now 3rd and 10. McKinnon out to the left. Oh, and he avoids a tackle and has the first down inside the 5-yard line. The counter play to the right. Touchdown 49ers. This is turning into the Jerick McKinnon show tonight. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown, surpassing his season total of only 2 before tonight. And with that score, it is now 35-6. And the Raiders have 7 minutes to make a dent. Hyde goes up the middle and has the first down. Now the ball goes to Jalen Richard, and he has another first down out to the 43. Richard up the middle, but there's a penalty holding on tight end Dreamius Andrews. 2nd and 20. Bradford drops back, throws complete to Richard, and he has a gain out past the 40-yard line. 3rd and 10. Bradford is sacked. Charles Tapper getting to him and bringing up 4th down. Now the 49ers from the 27. McKinnon over the right side has the first down. Now on 2nd and 7, McKinnon takes it to the left side and gets 7 yards. 3rd and 3. Jarek takes it up the middle and cannot get there. Stopped by David Amerson. Now with a minute, 48 seconds. Can the Raiders put any points on the board? Hyde out of the backfield has the first down out to the 28-yard line. The Raiders now in the hurry-up offense. A minute 33 left, and that one's incomplete. Jay Pro's just dropped it. Bradford over the middle, and that one is intercepted by Christopher Edwards. Going back the other way and is inside the 40-yard line. And that may put the finishing touches on this football game. A disappointing night for Sam Bradford, finishing with an interception. And that brings us to the end of our ball game, 35-6. Now, this is what I call a domination game. I'm still not sure what team made the trip to Levi Stadium from Las Vegas, though. It just seemed that the team that played the 49ers was not the team that played in the previous games. Or was it? If you look at the Raiders' losses, they don't lose close battles. Their loss to the Dolphins was 28-14, and Seattle was 38-14. Something is wrong in Las Vegas, and John Gruden needs to find out what that something is, and quick. The 49ers had one of their best games of the season with a running attack that seemed unstoppable at times, and a red zone percentage that saw a perfect 5 of 5 for touchdowns. The Raiders had a better per carry average, but didn't have the touches needed to produce the results. Jimmy G had most likely his best performance of the season, and maybe in a few seasons. 87% complete? Oh, that is huge. 256 yards and 2 touchdowns, and of course that 1 interception. He only had to put it in the air 16 times because the running game was working so well that passing was not the focus of the defense. That's what the 49ers need, though, is a balanced offensive attack. Jerick McKinnon was over the century mark in this game and got a true workout. He's proving that he can be a true 3-down back when needed. He, along with Lester Jordan, were Garoppolo's preferred targets tonight. Jordan had another 100-yard-plus game, making him the best on the team and maybe even in the league. Since we're halfway through the season, I want to share the stats with everyone, so we'll see where he stands in a moment. Now, the defense was outstanding tonight as well. Aside from a couple of field goals, they didn't allow the Raiders in the end zone all night. Ross Cockrell, while allowing 3 catches, was your tackle leader for this week. Edwards and James are coming on strong, and I'm sure that it isn't going to be long and they'll take their place among the 49er greats. I just get that feeling from their play. I don't know. Witherspoon is another one that's given just a bit more time. I'm sure he'll be a great corner since he has the tools to work with. Now for some stat talk. The Niners, although not on top of most of the key categories, are at least in the top 10 in yards. Rushing, the Bears are the clear leader at over 1,300 yards on the ground. As you can see, the 49ers are sitting at 29th in the league with just under 850 yards. But if they continue to have the success they did tonight, that could change in a hurry. Passing touchdowns, the 49ers come in just behind the Cowboys at 21 on the year, and rushing touchdowns is where they need the work, tied for last place. Now, that's with the 3 rushing touchdowns in tonight's game. When it comes to the defense, you have to go to the rushing defense in order to have the 49ers in the top 10. And San Francisco is 4 interceptions shy of the pace set by the Lions in that category. Otherwise, the Bears have the top all-around defense. Turning to the individual stats, I was kind of floored by this one. In passing, you remember that we had to let Zach Thomas go after his rookie contract was up. But he's now with the Patriots and is your passing yardage leader. A 6th-round quarterback followed by an undrafted free agent quarterback. Does New England know something the rest of us don't? Just something that makes you go, Jimmy is tied with Dak Prescott for the most touchdowns thrown, but only has a 56% completion average. I thought this was a little low until I looked back at the quarterbacks with the best completion averages, and 56%, while it isn't great by any means, isn't just awful. Until recently, the mid to upper 60s was the best in the NFL. Then came along Drew Brees and shattered all records with a 74% last season. But Big Ben is your leader with 65% in this franchise. So like I said, 56% needs work, but isn't terrible either. Ezekiel Elliott is your rushing yardage leader. Again, McKinnon, with that game tonight, is in 9th place with 700 yards, and if he keeps up this pace, he can expect to have at least a 1,000-yard season. That's nothing to say about his all-purpose yardage, which is pretty good considering his pass catching out of the backfield. Jarvis Landry is your receiving yardage leader, and you'll find Lester Jordan in 4th place. But look at the average. He's well above the mark Landry has set with less than half the receptions. That just means that Jordan is real proficient at catching the long ball, whereas Landry, he catches a lot of short stuff. On the defensive side, Lawrence Timmons is your tackle leader with an even 100 so far this season, and I thought this was phenomenal. The first 4 tackles for loss leaders are from the 49er defense. One thing is certain, they know how to get in the backfield. Now, if they could just get a few more sacks in there, it would be wonderful. Ross Cockrell is tied for the lead in interceptions with 5 so far on the season, and I thought he allowed an awful lot of catches until I saw these stats. Not even on the first page, and there you see Akella Witherspoon tied for the lead in deflected passes. San Francisco is going to need all this bright talent because coming to town are the leaders in the NFC East, New York Giants. The Giants, even though they've lost OBJ for the rest of the season with a broken elbow, they still have a good offense, scoring 23.5 points per game. They do have a quarterback controversy between Davis Webb and Josh Rosen, and with Webb returning from injury, we'll have to see who gets the nod for the starting spot. They have the 6th ranked passing defense in the NFL, and with a talented secondary with the likes of Landon Collins and Janoris Jenkins, the run is going to be uber important in that game. Prepare well, Niners. Prepare well. For now, that brings an end to this week's presentation of the San Francisco 49er franchise on the Football Freaks Sports Network. Please keep in mind that if you enjoyed this video, leave a like so that others can enjoy it too, and make sure that you subscribe and click on that bell for notifications of upcoming videos as well. With the offense playing the domination game with a rushing attack that came alive this week, the 49ers put the hurt on the Raiders. With the Giants coming to Levi Stadium, that rushing game will be put to the test. With a strong defensive secondary, the pass should not be the focus of the Niners this next week. Will the rush continue with its success against the Giants? The 49ers have the number 20 pass defense in the NFL. Will the Giants be able to utilize the pass, missing their number 1 receiver? Or will they need to run against a tough defensive front in San Francisco? The Niners are 1-1 against the Giants in the Kyle Shanahan era, and with the Giants no longer with Carlos Hyde, will they have the same rushing attack with Mike Gillislee? Be with us to find out as the 49ers take on the Giants, and until I see you back here in Levi Stadium, for Eurocat Baby and the rest of the crew here, this is Husker Eurocat saying so long for now, and have a good day, everyone.